Okay, Aries, so welcome to your actual tarot card reading for August. How you doing, Aries? So hopefully you've seen the actual channeled stuff, because I'm actually a medium as well for a lot of you guys that just found this. Okay, so check it out. There's a lot of channeling stuff all over the channel. I'll probably try and put it on a video at the end if you want to go over and check it out if you've only just found your actual tarot card reading. But this is all this is going to be. Okay, so for August, for Aries, what's Aries got coming up for August, please? Aries for August. You had a lot of renovating and a lot of looking for a pergola, looking for a spa day. What's this? You could be dealing with a Pisces for a lot of you. So yeah, definitely keep hearing this like decision that needs to be made, this final decision. Like I keep hearing like the finalizing, there's a fine line between love and hate, something to do with around a Leo, okay, for a lot of you, or life path number 8. But they could be involved in something here. I'm picking up like you're always involved in it. You always like to stick your nose right in my relationship or something like that. Okay, someone could have had a heart attack also here, or you work for the A&E or something like that, or the name Steve or Steve. I'm also hearing this could be a hopefully that's not me, but like this could be a Piscean for a lot of you. Okay. Aries for August. So wow, you have got Leo there. So it's kind of like this decision that has to be made. A lot of you could really be in a third party energy, but I'm not always picking that up around love. You see, there's that through your channel messages I was saying about Libra, and it's kind of like, yeah, but oh, I don't know, but maybe, but I really don't know. And there's this having to let someone down is what I'm picking up. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to let you down. Now, the thing or the person being let down can just be a minor thing where it's like, look, I'm sorry, but I can't do that. Okay, so, because I'm picking up, like, for some of you it's minor. For some of you it's a major kind of instant thing, because you're kind of like, you're looking at it as the aspect of a third party. 4, 5, 6, 7 of Swords could be dealing with a Cancerian or a life path number 7. But I keep hearing this like, don't let me down. It's like, I don't want to let you down, but I don't want to agree to it because I actually don't want to let you down. That's why I'm not agreeing to it. Because there's this like coming to terms. Okay, they keep saying like coming to terms with a school holiday term, but also coming to terms with some sort of like grief of loss. So I don't know if any of you have got loss in the family, or the name Loss or Laura. Okay. But like I keep hearing like, well, I'm going to have to lose something, win or lose. This could be to do with this Libra energy or this life path number 2 energy. Okay. But I keep hearing this like, I don't want to make a plan because, or the name Stan or Stanley or Steve, but I don't want to make a plan because I don't want to let you down. Which means that somebody could be changing their mind, or I don't know, because I heard flaky in a flaky pastry or like something to do with cooking and baking, or the name Baker. Okay, but I keep hearing, or the name B. Also, I keep hearing B. That could have been, that came up in your channel messages. Could be something around Baker, the name Baker. Okay, or Sam Baker, or Sam, or bake me a cake as fast as you can and prick it with B. Something to do with the name B. Okay, BB. Busby. I keep hearing also Busby. Or a buzzkill. Someone's a buzzkill. Like, that's what I'm saying. Someone's kind of like feeling good, but a person kills their buzz. But I keep, so if there's drugs or anything like here as well, because I did hear drug raiding, drug raid. Okay, or Gatorade, or someone that has a lot of like fizzy drinks or sugary drinks, and this is kind of like a crash. I don't know what that's for. Like a, sorry, I don't like to say the word crash. I just mean like someone has like a dump, basically. They have a shit. So it's kind of like they have a sugary crash. It's kind of like they get high off sugar, or like sugary drinks and stuff like that, like Monster and so on and so forth. But I keep hearing this like I've got a monster in my closet. Okay, monster in the closet. So I don't know if any of your children are like suffering from kind of like seeing things or something like that, or stuff like that. I'm seeing monsters. Seeing little monsters. I don't know what that's for. My little monsters. Unless they're just, you've got loads of little children and you call them my little monsters, like they're just like barbaric at the moment, okay? Or barricade. I keep hearing barricade. Actually, that's a really good song. Sorry, barricade. Barry. So the name Barry also, or Cadia, or Arcadia, or Cady. Adrian, or AD, or ADD. Okay, someone that's ADD positive, or something like that, or Aspergus, or I keep saying like Aspergus or something like that. Okay, so I don't know. I'm picking up like this involvement of wanting to go somewhere, but someone has like Aspergus or has like an illness, and they suddenly can't go. Like, I don't know if any of you are like dealing with a child that has a certain condition, or you do, and it prevents you from doing something because you have a certain condition. Because that's also terms and conditions of endearment. I keep hearing a deer, deers, reindeers, rain or Lorraine. Okay, this thing, that's what I'm saying, there's this thing in the way of somebody, like a dog or a cat. This could be a cat or a dog, and someone wants to do something but they won't because they have a cat or a dog. And they kind of like, I can't go on holiday and I can't have any time off, blah, 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 because I have a dog. And the dog is getting in the way. And somebody wants to go somewhere, but somebody turns someone down because they have a dog. And they're kind of like, well, you're giving more attention to the dog. You're going to have like a day off or something like that, and let's go out. No, I'm going to stay with my dog, is what I keep hearing. One man and his dog. Okay, I think that came up in another reading, one man and his dog. Or a cat, and it's to do with a Leo. Okay, now I want to go back to the message that they were getting me to look at, of this, like something getting in the way. Sorry, because there was a message there that I kind of drifted off. Trying to make a choice between what to do and have it, like flaky, that was it. Now, I'm picking up that someone's picking up signs of a lack of interest. Now, I don't know if this is money or something like that, or anything financial, but I'm also hearing like a lack of interest, okay, in the relationship itself with a person. Now, that's no one's fault. I don't want to hear people shouting and screaming at people, but I definitely keep picking up that someone's not fully invested in the relationship as much as what they was before, because of some kind of energy of flaky. Now, this can be you or it can be your partner, but noticing someone can be very flaky, which means that they're kind of drifting off, and it's not as strong or as potent as it used to be, unless you're dealing with witchcraft and stuff like that. Well, in my eyes that doesn't work, but that's there if you guys do. But I'm picking up like something is like, it's not working anymore. Like it's, I'm picking up relationship factor, okay, but something is tiring. Now, if that's a third party, that's obviously tiring. If it's metaphysical, that's obviously tiring, okay. I'm also hearing retiring, like I want to retire and I actually don't want to, or Tyler might be retiring. I don't know, but I'm hearing like I'm getting tired and I'm getting frustrated and I'm getting fed up and I'm looking for retirement. So I don't know if it's yourselves, or like or your grandparents or anything, because I deal with complete different age brackets. But I keep hearing retirement home, retirement village, and I'm looking for retirement. Okay, some of you or your partner or your grandparents or your partner or your parents, okay. But I definitely keep hearing that someone might be looking for a retirement home. And that might be where someone might be choosing to move closer to actual family to be able to retire. So I don't know whether this is coming through as a person that has Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, or that placement of 4, and someone's looking to retire and like, or move closer towards family and not farther away from them. Some of you, it could be the opposite end. I don't know. But I'm picking up like we're looking to retire and we're actually looking to move closer towards either, some people here, the first place that people ever really retire to is Spain. Is Spain. Honest to God, if you're from Britain, if people ever really want to retire, the first place they ever look for is Spain. That's, you know, it's where they all look, is Spain. I wouldn't actually retire to Spain, to be honest. But like some people might be looking for retirement, and that could be what came up in your actual channeled stuff, even though I'm kind of doing it now. But like, I'm also hearing this energy of someone being slightly flaky in a relationship, which means that whatever was going on within a relationship itself, if there's like this persistent dynamic, it seems to have took its toll now, where it's kind of like, you know what, I'm not actually as invested into you as what I used to be. And somebody could be picking up signs that someone's not as invested into the relationship itself as much as what it was before. Now, for some of this might have to do with around your work, is what I'm hearing. And I'm not as invested into it as what I used to be. Okay, I've got something else on my mind. But somebody also, I'm going to say this for sure, I don't know who it is, or the name Gary, or Shaw, or Tina. Okay, anybody with those names, Gary, Shaw, or Tina, or they're all one name, I don't know. But I definitely keep hearing this, I'm not as invested into what I was once before, and now I've kind of got my eye on something else. Some of you might be buying something else, or a house. They keep saying, I'm looking to buy a house. I'm looking to buy a house, or to rent one, because I'm not so invested into the place that I am now, like property value or something like that for a lot of you. Okay. But I definitely keep hearing that someone's relationship here is not as strong as what it used to be. Is kind of like that energy of not flaky. See, anybody will jump at anybody's throat and say, yeah, they're flaky, they're not really paying so much attention to me anymore. But, you know, you've got to kind of always look at it, because I'm very diplomatic. I'm a very diplomatic reader. Okay, and I'll always look at it from two sides of the scale, you know. And it's kind of like this, well, I'm trying to feel something, but I don't feel as strongly about this thing or this love interest as what I was once before. Now, if that is your job, it's a job. If it's Rob, it's Rob. If it's Robin, it's Robin. Okay, but because this is a 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, you see. And it's kind of like, that would be the 7 of swords. So it might be a Cancerian or a life path 7, or an actual energy of like, I keep hearing Robin, the name Rob or Robin. But like, I'm not so invested into this as what I once was before. I'm now like getting extremely fed up and pissed off. Okay. So it's kind of like this, well, why don't you make a decision then? Because it feels here that this life path 2, or this Libra energy, is looking for answers from this 3 that might be a life path 3, but this would also be classically known as an actual Piscean, because it would be 3, because it's 12. Okay, so you got to know numerology. If you found my channel and you're just like, I don't know, you watch generic Cup and Fish, I have a complete different method of reading. Okay, completely different. So I'm looking at this as a life path 3 or a Pisces that's involved with a life path 2 or a Libra. Okay, and someone is looking for this person for answers, but they get extremely like intimidated. Someone feels intimidated, because this can feel intimidated, can be the intimidating one, depends. But like, I'm dating one, okay, but we're only dating, we're not very serious at the moment, we're just dating. So there might be something that's, I don't know, for some of you this is like a same relationship, or a same sex relationship, okay, or like a same relationship person, but someone's kind of like wandering off slightly, and they're kind of like not so invested into the relationship itself as much as what, you know, it used to be. It's just kind of like, oh, I just don't feel that way anymore. It's definitely if these turn into arguments when I clarify them, because I definitely hear this energy of like, man, I've completely lost interest in you now. Like, you know, I'm not so interested, I'm not so invested into this as much as what I was once before, and I'm getting slightly fed up and bored. Okay, that could well be in the relationship itself. I don't know if that's around work, or someone's looking, because they're getting older, they're looking now to slow down a little, because this is slow down, wind down, remember how we used to be, don't sell out, bow out. Yeah, so Paolo Nutini. So what else have we got for you, Aries? Yeah, definitely keep picking up like someone's feeling intimidated, because they because they're running circles. Like, I keep looking at this strength card being the major arcana here, okay, and I keep looking at different energies of different people, and it's saying that some are intimidated by the person, okay, physically intimidated by the person's mood, and like the way they change, like the wind, their mood. Because you know, when I was in your channel messages, if you watched, I showed you that infinity sign and said something around the 8, okay, in the infinity sign. Well, this is an 8, but it's also above the crown of this person here. So I don't know what that is to do with the crown, okay, or the crown jewels, or the name Julie, or Jules, or Julie. Me Julies, I keep picking up, it's around me ghoulies, Julies. It's around Julie's ghoulies. So I don't know, sorry. I don't know if somebody has found a lump around their ghoulies, okay, is what I'm hearing, like it's around my ghoulies. So is this a sexual predator energy of like someone always thinks like very erotically, but it's like, I don't know, it's a very strange sexual desire that someone has, that they ask for something right at the most inconvenient moment. They ask for something of someone that makes them feel uncomfortable, and it's around a 3 or a life path or a Pisces maybe, or any of these. But like, I keep picking up like this uncomfortable silence, or Simon, right? But it's kind of like this, like we've run out of things to say, we've run out of things to do, okay, for a lot of you, like boredom. But there's this energy of like intimidation. Like, I don't want to like prod the fire, and I don't want to like make it worse, but it's really not making it any better either. So it's kind of like trying to avoid something of inevitable energy that's here, that someone's slightly drifting off flaky energy around a relationship, because it's kind of, I'm not as invested as what I was before because of mood swings. Now, I don't know if this is a woman's cycle, or the name Michael or Mike, okay, or Michelle or Mika, the name Mika, or Miki or Mikey, which was on Goonies. Mama, you've been bad. Oh, someone's been bad. Someone's mother could be bad here. I don't know. Or a bad something a bad. Michael, Jackson, Jackie, Jackson, Jacksonville, Jackson, Australia, or Jackie. But like, you've been bad. I don't know, is someone grounding someone here? Anyway, so if you want to join, you can. We're going to go over to Patreon now. If you want to join, this is where it really does help me out, continue to do all of the free stuff that I give you. Your subscription really helps me continue to live, breathe, fart, shit, everything else, and also give you whatever it is that you desire. Okay, just like Lucifer Morningstar. But you could be dealing with an Aquarian. This could be an Aquarian Leo. Okay, but yeah, if you want to join, it's obviously now it's the monthly, so it'll be both tiers. It's slightly early, but I have to get them started and put them out. So I'm sorry that they're early, but you'll have to watch the channel for a while. There's 2 different flavours that you can choose from, unless you work at a vape shop. But there's 2 different flavours that you can choose from. The first tier is very cheap, and it just gives you your monthly, okay, which is this reading, but that goes to both tiers. On the other tier, through the weeks, that's the final frontier. So over on the full access bundle, that's where I do weeklies and monthlies and different readings, and a 2-week reading or a weekly reading or a 2-week reading, channeled stuff as well sometimes. It just changes all the time, but just take a look at Patreon. It does tell you everything that I offer. But thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. All the links can be provided below for anything that you want, basically. Emails for personal readings, Patreon videos, educational videos, playlists, channeling, all sorts of stuff. Okay, so I really appreciate it, Aries. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll hopefully see you on Patreon for your monthly reading.